Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your November 2024 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, held across the bread as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom of the oracle card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by our own notes of astrology as we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have 10, and 10th house energy for you guys is Sagittarius, and of course, as we get toward the end of November, we'll be in Sagittarius season. But beyond that, we actually have Mercury that's going to be in Sagittarius most of the month, and it's actually going to retrograde around a little bit past when we go into Sag season, so around the 25th, I believe, of the month. Let's see what else. We'll have Venus in Sagittarius for the first couple weeks of November. So definitely a lot of energy going on there. And 10th house energy for you guys is career and social status. All right, we have Cancer. So astrologically speaking, we've had Mars in Cancer for quite some time. It's finally going to move into Leo, I think, around the end of the first week of November, but you might still be feeling some of that Mars energy in there. And for you guys, Cancer is your 5th house, romance, creativity, and children. Right, and we have Jupiter, and Jupiter is actually in Gemini, which is your 4th house of home, family, and roots, and it's retrograde at this time. But yeah, definitely just be saying that you might be feeling some shifts around that area of life as well. So we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Ace of Cups, and challenging that, we have the 3 of Swords. So this is Libra energy here. So yeah, for some of you, this could just be saying there could be a new opportunity coming your way, possibly romantic or a creative project of some kind, but it looks like you might be resistant to embracing it at this time because there might be a disappointment or heartbreak from your past that you haven't fully gotten over yet. Now, for some of you, this might be a more recent thing, given that this is a Libra energy and we're still technically wrapping up Libra season at the time of recording this. But yeah, either way, it looks like there's a new opportunity coming your way, but you're not quite ready to embrace it yet. All right, in the foundation position, we have Judgment. So I usually view this as a Scorpio energy. But yeah, this could this could just definitely be saying that there could be an opportunity from the past coming back your way at this time. Now, let's say if it is a romantic connection situation, it doesn't even necessarily have to be with the same person, but maybe it's a similar dynamic in some way. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely coming up for you to look at again this time and possibly move forward from it in a positive way. Right, in the past position, we have the 6 of Swords. So yeah, so to me, this says that this is something that you definitely tried to move on from already in the past, at the very least mentally, right? So yeah, it could just be one of those things where you might have spent some time really just stuck in your head around it, and it looks like you did try to create some distance from it. Right, in the present position, we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, to me this says that you might get a bit of an epiphany as far as what the whole situation was meant to teach you, and that could be what helps you finally move forward from it. If that's the case, there's going to be that new moon in Scorpio right at the beginning of November. So given that that is your 9th house, which could point to higher learning, philosophy, things along those lines there, that might be the time when you might actually get that insight. Right, in the near future position, we have the Sun. So yeah, so to me this says that ultimately you're going to be feeling a lot more lighter around the situation. I feel, again, like I said, it seems like whatever the past disappointment was meant to teach you, you're going to learn what you're meant to learn from it this month. And then once you do, it looks like it's just going to leave you in a much lighter energy as you move forward. Right, in the position of your influence in the situation, we have Death. So yeah, this is actually the major arcana card for Scorpio. So yeah, it could just be saying that as we move through Scorpio season, that's finally when you get to that point where you're ready to leave that bad situation behind for good. All right, in the environment position, we have the Four of Wands. So this is Aries energy here. At the time of recording this, we pretty much just had that full moon in Aries, so it could just be pointing to that. But if not that, as far as the timeline goes anyway, it could just be saying that once you do finally release this thing, it looks like now that's actually going to lead to you feeling an energy of growth and expansion in your life and a much more just happy, vibrant energy in general. All right, in hopes or fears position, we have the Star. So yeah, so to me, this is, well, for one, it's a major arcana card for Aquarius, which is your 12th house, which we saw in the past as well. But it could just be saying that ultimately you're hoping that whatever that situation was in the past, right, that you experienced that disappointment and heartbreak around, you're hoping that you're truly leaving it behind, right? You're like, hopefully I truly did learn what I needed to learn from it, and I'm not going to experience that again. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, so this is an energy of building, usually building something long-standing that you're happy with as well. So yeah, it could just be saying that now, as you finally release the past, you're able to build something that you've wanted to build and you'll be proud of when you ultimately do it. Now, this is a Capricorn energy, so for some of you, it could even just be around the groups that you're dealing with, right? So if there was like a group that you were associated with that you need to leave behind, it could be as simple as that. For some of you, this can be more of a romantic thing, given that there's some cards that could point to that as well. But regardless, it looks like as you finally release the past disappointments, you're able to step into the future with a much brighter energy. Right, bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, so for some of you, maybe this is as simple as maybe this is the month you finally decide to talk it out with someone, right? Whether that be professionally or just a personal, close person that you trust. It looks like this might be the month where you finally do talk through whatever the past disappointment was, maybe even directly to the person you experienced the disappointment with, or whatever the case may be. It looks like you might have been putting that off for a while, and it looks like once you do, that's going to actually help you finally release it. All right, from the Four Agreements, we have always do your best. Get that to focus. There we go. And it says honor yourself. All right, it says honor the man or woman that you are. Take the risk to express your dream. Taking action is about living fully and expressing what you are. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? Because like I said, it looks like for some of you, you might have just been feeling bogged down emotionally around the past disappointment, and this could just be saying that now, as you finally release that and connect with your more bright, playful energy, that's going to propel you forward. All right, from the Wisdom Oracle, we have By the Book. There's the artwork, and the number is 11. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, essential meanings says abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. The Oracle's message: the universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature, only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Law keeps social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal law will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So interesting message there, right? So maybe this is even pointing to, again, like I said, going through that experience and then finally being able to release it. That might be what helps free you guys up, right? So if you felt like, oh, I have to go through this grieving process in a certain way, right? Or, oh, because I experienced this setback, I can't explore these other options. It could just be saying if you might release those more restrictive things and feel like things will ultimately correct themselves by embracing energy that could actually move you forward this month. All right, the relationship message says getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find a middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the books instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. So yeah, at the very least, if this is around a romantic connection, I could see where that could be pointing to that sun energy, right? Which is to say to take a more light, playful energy toward the situation, and then that could lead to better harmony overall. All right. The prosperity message says at this time you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you are willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you're striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitments to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works, and you will attract abundance. So yeah, definitely lots of message there. And for some of you, that could be that epiphany energy that we were talking about with that Ace of Swords. And like I said, for some of you, if that's the case, that could be as early as that new moon right in the beginning of November in Scorpio. So hope it ever resonated for you guys. We're up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.